So Kimahri from Final Fantasy X returns to us with some pretty improved form. Now before he was already a really solid party built-ish kind of tank character with some solid Brave Battery healing. Now he comes back with a rework and an LD to kind of help out everything he did before. So Kimahri is the only character that received any touch-ups on this banner. He's the only one to receive a rework and the only one getting an LD, which is, obvious at that point. So he's the only character we will be talking about. So, as always, big shout out to the Tonberry Troop for the lovely infographic that will be displayed in this video. They're a lovely group of people, and if you're not following them on any other social media platforms, such as their Facebook and or Reddit, or giving their website a check-see, make sure you go do so, as they're very lovely and very helpful to the community. And also give a big shout out to Rem from the Decidian DB for providing us a great website with bountiful amounts of information to give you everything that you need for the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Kimahri. So his rework is minor, but in a good way. His rework pretty much just improves upon what he was doing before, giving him a hit. But the biggest thing is giving him just a little bit more hits and some more damage potencies. Now, Kimahri is not being put in your team to do damage, but having the ability to do just a teeny bit more damage is still very useful, while also just increasing the potencies of everything else that he already did. Now his LD heals the party, Brave Batteries the party, and applies a new frame buff that increases the party's attack and initial Brave, grants the party a Brave regen based off of initial Brave. Those two stat increases are then increased by double if a specific party member is below 80% HP, and then also grants an HP regen while also applying a 6-hit single target HP attack and extending all of his buffs by 1 turn. So this is a great way of keeping everything that Kimahri already did. So the HP damage resistance, the defense increase, everything that Kimahri already did and applies for the party. Has another way of just getting a self-extension so it lasts a little longer, and now he's doing everything much better with a more proficient and profound way of actually healing legit burst heals to the party. So everything that we got here just kind of helps solidify Kimahri into this kind of like character that just does a bunch of the defensive stuff. He heals, he raises defense greatly, he reduces HP damage, and yeah, everything that Kimahri did is just much better. Now, overall, it's really hard to place Kimahri. I've always thought about what I would consider this character, because he has debuffs, he has, he's one of those jack of all trades, master of none kind of things, but more of a defensive jack of all trades. It's very weird to place this character, but that's where his use lies. He's literally one of the most definitive defensive characters in the game, not just because he tanks, but he does everything to help give you the defensive edge. The defense increase, the heals, the Brave Battery, all that jazz, all that wrapped up into a big old package with some solid debuffs and some pretty solid auras going to the party. So that's where Kimahri's use lies. His banner, you know what? Let's hop in and talk about this. So, his banner is, I'm gonna be honest, his banner is probably the most lackluster we have seen thus far. Yuna and Null are both solid characters, but they need touch-ups, especially at this point. Null is a great DPS, but he has, at this point, just been vastly outclassed by a lot of the great DPSs that we have right now. And Yuna I just feel like Yuna just doesn't do enough. Like, she has the DPS options now, but she's still taking up too much of your time trying to do for the party what she's supposed to do. So I'm gonna be honest, if it were up to me, I would easily pass on this banner. But if you guys are pulling for Kimahri, I wish you the best of luck. This is easily the most lackluster banner probably of this month, in my own personal opinion. So proceed with caution if you do plan on pulling for Kimahri or Arden's Burst if you are still in need of that. But if you're still in need of Arden's Birth and don't care about Kimahri, make sure you're hitting these other banners over here. There's a lot of value in these banners. Renoa is phenomenal, and Alphanot is still pretty great. Maria over here is pretty solid. Lilizet is okay, a little outclassed, but these banners, if you're still chasing Arden's Burst, these banners have much more value for you than Kimahri's banner. But if you're looking for Kimahri, obviously hit that one. So that'll pretty much wrap it up for me on this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.